What's going on, fellow YouTube watchers, consumers? We back again, and we got a new video today. And we're going to be diving into the influencer boxing side of my channel. And we're going to be talking about a man that normally fights on the Misfits cards. A man that was missing from action in this past weekend's Misfits card. A man that goes by the name Slimmy Slim Al-Bahar. Slim. The man that took down Ryan Taylor. The man that took down Tom Zanetti. The man that knocked Temper out cold. We're talking about Slim. What's he going to do next? Who's he going to fight next? I got 5 choices for you. And I'm also going to bring up a bonus choice of opponent for Slimmy Slim. So let's get into it without further ado. The first choice of next opponent for Slim would be Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor. The man who takes over every press conference. The man with one of the coolest walkouts in Misfits history this past weekend. The man who pulled the absolute upset over Salt Papi. Albeit it was a 3-round fight. I thought towards the end of the fight, Salt was starting to catch on to Anthony's game plan. I'm not that much of a fan of the way Anthony Taylor fights. I think he just kind of throws that looping overhand and then he clinches. Watching an Anthony Taylor fight is very just like frustrating because he just makes the fight ugly, but not in an enjoyable way. Like he just throws a punch and then clinches right away, and it's just so many clinching sequences. Like more than your average boxing match by a lot. And, you know, he does what he has to do to be as effective as possible, but it's not particularly fun to watch a lot of the time. He's fun to watch in the build-up. His singing, hilarious. The way he sells the show, hilarious. Great, entertaining. He's a very charismatic individual. But, yeah, his fights are not that appeasing to witness. But he did earn a shot at Slim by beating Salt Papi. Salt Papi was one of the most feared men in all of influencer boxing, and he got by Slim or by Anthony Taylor this past weekend. Regardless of how you feel about how the fight went, how many rounds it was, Salt Papi was out here complaining about, oh, maybe it should have been more rounds. You're the one that made it 3 rounds, bud. So I ain't trying to hear all that. Slim versus Anthony Taylor would be a fun fight, fun build-up, and I'm here for it. So your first option for Slim would be Anthony Taylor. Option number 2, Blueface Baby. Blueface beat the brakes off Ed Matthews, and if I do say so myself, I think he looked absolutely horrible doing it. He didn't have an understanding of range. He kind of just crowded Ed Matthews a lot. If Ed Matthews had an idea at all how to box, that might have been a different fight. I don't think Blueface really used the most of his range when he could have. But nonetheless, it would be a fun fight to watch him fight Slim. Slim got his opportunity on Misfits due to Blueface pulling out of a fight. So Blueface never pulled out of that fight. Maybe Blueface would be the champion that beat all these guys. And maybe Slim would still be fighting to get on a card. So there's a storyline there. I think it would be a fun fight. I think Slim is more skilled, more technical. But Slim's had trouble in a couple fights now that we thought he might breeze by. So watching him versus Blueface definitely would be a marquee fight. Definitely could be a main event fight for sure. And I'd be looking forward to seeing it. So that is option number 2, Blueface Baby. Yeah, all right. And option number 3, Deji. Deji has victories over Fuzi and Swarms. Deji looked incredible in the Swarms fight. He looked so comfortable, looked so confident, so hard to hit, so reactive. And he was able to get these sequences where Swarms would just, put his guard up and shell up and take the punishment. Deji looked incredible. I know he wasn't in there with the best of competition, but this is why I'm saying this. Deji now needs to step up and fight the better competition. He's proven that he's on that level. I don't want to see him fight Liam Payne or Bryce Hall or all these easy fights he wants to get because he wants to keep winning. Step up and fight Slim. that Slim was calling him out back when they did the Social Gloves 1. So Deji and Slim, banger of a fight. Slim would have the reach advantage. I actually think Deji's probably more skilled. Deji's fun to watch, man. I really like his style. He's a fun fighter to watch, and I want to see him test himself in his next fight. Maybe an Alex Wasabi, maybe a Slim, maybe somebody of that caliber. You know what I'm saying? So that is option number 3. Option number 4, Nick LMAO, the guy who beat Jay Swingler and made him retire. Nick LMAO clearly won that fight. If you don't think so, you don't view fights the same as me, I'll tell you that. But yeah, Nick LMAO versus Slim would be a fun fight. Both, longer guys. I think that Nick was, a little green, but I'm sure he'll get a little bit better. And why not throw him in there with Slim? Why not? Let's have some fun here. So that's option 4. Option 5, Austin McBroom. He is coming off another loss to Gibb. I think he faked an injury and quit, if you want me to be blatant about it. I think he faked an injury. He felt himself getting tired. He felt Gibb starting to come on, and he knew it wasn't going to go his way. And he didn't want to take more damage and get knocked out again. So he, found a way out. And that's not great. And does he necessarily deserve to fight Slim? Not really. But we're talking about misfits. We're talking about influencer boxing. We're talking about, fun. So a good fight for Slim could be Austin McBroom. And I'd be interested in seeing it. Why not? It's only 4 rounds, Austin. You better get that cardio up if you want to keep boxing. But yeah, let's do it. And, it might lead us more so down the path of Gibb versus Slim one day. If Slim does a quicker job or a more impressive job on Austin, that's bragging rights for Slim, and vice versa. If he struggles with Austin more, then that's bragging rights for Gibb. And I'm down to see that fight for Slim and Gibb in the future at some point. So maybe Austin McBroom is a stepping stone to get us there. Now, a bonus option for Slim. If Slim's really feeling about that life, if Slim's really feeling like he wants to test himself, he's not scared of losing, if he wants to do something similar to JJ taking on Tommy Fury, where it's high risk, high reward, go fight Anthony Showtime Pettis. Slim versus Pettis, headlining a Misfits card this summer, would be absolutely banging. Anthony Pettis would most likely beat the brakes off Slim, but you never know. And, you got to test yourself to the best of your ability. So Anthony Showtime Pettis versus Slim is one way to do that for Slim. And if he was to beat Pettis, it would catapult him into whatever fight he pretty much would want, I think. I think if he wanted to fight KSI after that, he could get it. I think that he could even get the Jake fight, if Jake continues to fight old men. Anthony Pettis is closer to his prime than some of the guys Jake's been fighting. So Slim versus Anthony Pettis could be the way to go. But yeah, guys, that's the options I have for Slim in his next fight. So leave a comment down below. Tell me who you think Slim should fight next, and who's your dream fight for Slim. If you could pick one person on planet Earth to fight Slim, who would you pick? Let me know down below. Hit the sub button, hit the like button, and as always, love y'all.